Record album.
Okay, so I'm going to be doing the 2x2 Indian cross stitch. I'm going to be using Woolly's Thick and Quick, and this is in the color Mystical. And I'm using size 13 needles. These are these, I don't even know what these are, but I mean, by that I don't mean like what is inside of them, but they look cool to me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. I'm going to unwrap this. I probably could have done that before this video. So to get started, let me figure out where the end of this is. There we go. Okay, so on to size 13 needles, I'm going to cast on 16 stitches. So here we go. Two, three, four, five, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and you're going to need 16 stitches for this one, and this is going to spread out a lot too once you do your crisscross, so it will be a pretty wide scarf, not too wide by any means, but wide enough that it'll cover your neck. Okay, so I am going to now do 2 rows of garter stitch, which I'm just going to knit back and forth 2 times, and I'm going to get that done and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've gotten 2 rows of garter stitch down, and now I'm going to start building the foundation for the cross stitches. So the very first stitch I'm going to go in and yarn over twice. So I did that twice, and I'm going to pull it through. Go into the next stitch and do the same thing, yarn over twice. And basically, we're just going to do this exact thing to the end of the row, and then I will get back with you. Okay, so now that we've got that down, we've created these groups of 2 by doing the 2 yarn overs in every stitch. Now what I'm going to do is come in with my other needle, and I'm going to hold the working yarn to the back. We want it to be behind, not in front. Take your other needle in your right hand and come through and get a hold of this stitch and pull it off, and you're gonna pull off pretty much everything. By everything I mean this second loop will come off with it, and you're gonna do this 4 times so that you have 4 loops on the hook. Hook, not hook. Definitely needle. Man, when you crochet and knit, you gotta get your terms right. Okay, so before that creeps off, you're gonna have 4 here. And what you want to do is you want to bring the first 2 over the last 2. So by taking your left needle, come in here and grab these. I like to take my finger and bring my finger under here and hold these on. So like that. And with super bulky yarn and big needles like this, you have enough space to actually put your finger in there. Now these should be over here. Now these 2 stitches that I switched over here to the right side, I am going to put back onto the left needle and try to keep them in order now, because you're going to have to knit those. So kind of let go of your working yarn because you're going to need it in a minute. And now I'm going to knit them in this order. I'm going to knit this one, then this one, and then these 2. So I'm going to come in and knit this one here. I feel like I'm doing some sort of surgery, but I'm going to knit this one. Come in here, knit this one. Then this one. And then this one. So we've knit 4, and we have our first crisscross pattern, and you will see this develop even more. Now, don't worry about putting your yarn in the back, just hold it with your right hand kind of off to the side. And you're going to do the exact same thing all the way across. So, slip 4 loops again. And so you're putting your needle in from the top down to the left corner as you're slipping to purl. And then you've got 4 loops on there again. Okay, so I'm going to bring this here, get these, come in here with your finger and kind of secure these two, and then do the little switcheroo. Then you have the same thing you had the first time. Now we're going to pass these back to this side and knit them again. Two. Okay, and then you have your crisscross again. Okay, so I'm going to do this all the way to the end and then show you what to do next. I'm going to show you again on the last one just to make sure that I've repeated this enough that it's clear. So I'm going to slip this first stitches to purl, and it's going to pull that other one off. And I'm going to do this 3 more times, and the last stitch should look like that. So we've pulled pretty much everything off now. And now the first 2 are going to come over the last 2. So to do this, I'm going to use this other needle, slip it through the first 2, put your finger in there and secure the second 2, switch. Now come in and pass these 2 back to the left needle. And again, knit all 4 stitches in that order. And use your left hand to secure all of the stitches on there. Okay, so now we have successfully completed that first row, and you can see here we've got those 2 crossover, those 2 crossover, those 2 crossover, and those 2 crossover. So that's exactly what we have. Now we're going to flip this around, and we're gonna again do 2 rows of garter, and then you'll start the process over again.